Well, good morning and happy Friday. You know what? Maybe we could bring this a little bit closer. Let's see if we can do that. Can we do that? Yes, look at that. Genius. Hey, I shocked myself. All right, so welcome to this little video. And we're just going to kind of talk. Well, hello, Mr. Posada. Well, hello, Jeet. Hey? So, a couple of days ago, I did a video on... Oh, hang on a minute. We have someone that wants to come and say hi. Come here. Come. Yeah. Well, but what about the people that way? Look over there. Who's this? Abby. Here. Yes. We're live right now. In front of the world. And you want to come for cuddles. This is what we have to deal with right here. Yeah. No. Well, okay. Well, I'm going to keep continuing while I'm going to get some doodle love. How could you not love her? She's adorable. But, Abby, you're going to be on the microphone, baby. Can we just... We're trying to be professional right here, Doodle. Okay, so... While Abby sits here and looks at the view, we're going to keep moving forward because for some reason she wants some doodle love right now. What are you doing? Abby, we're live around the world. This is a global network we're on right now. She's like, take your global network and shove it up your ass. Anyway, you ready? Right, Abby, we've got to focus because this is serious shit. This is business. This is not time for... All right. Okay. So, clearly, the doodle wants to be involved in this today. All right. So, now she's up, relaxing. We'll keep moving forward. So, a couple of days ago, I did a video about relationships and dating and stuff like that. And I wanted to just go a little bit further into what I was talking about. Every single time, I'm going to delve right in right now. Every single time we do something, no matter what it is, no matter when or where it is, a thought always runs through our mind prior to just doing that. These thoughts that run through our mind, these are called neuro associations. And basically what that means is it's the association that our brain has given to the meaning of something, right? Oh, shit. We don't lose a doodle over the balcony. The doodle needs to stay still, please. So, the question is, though, is that what questions actually are, or thoughts are running through your mind prior to doing something? Because often these thoughts can lead us in the wrong direction, okay? So, let's say, for example, let's relate this to dating. You know, you could just about to be going on a date, or you're on a date with somebody, things are going really well, and then all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, what if I fall in love with this guy, and I'm like 100% invested, and then all of a sudden, this guy turns out to be wrong, or the relationship breaks up, or I get hurt, or... Look, here's my answer to that. It might happen, it might not. But why are you fucking worrying about it, right? Most people are worrying about shit that doesn't even happen. Focus on the stuff that you want to focus on, and don't focus on the stuff that isn't worth your time or energy, right? So why do people need or like to have coaches, gurus, consultants, or things like that around them? Well, look. Think about it this way. This neuro association that we have for something directs us on our path. And here's another thing. Whatever the thought is that we have directs the journey of our life. So the outcome that you have at the end of your life has been based off the thoughts that you have had. So if you don't want to have that life, then you've got to change your thoughts for that life. Does that make sense? So a lot of the times that people want a coach or a consultant or whatever the hell you want to call them is because we need to change those thoughts so those thoughts become empowering and not disempowering. Excuse me while I just lighten my screen up and not drop a doodle. Lighten up on me. Don't turn around to the other side. What's gone wrong? Flick it back around. Okay. Oh, shit. No, fucking do. It was much easier the first time I did this video. I'm trying to hold Doodle's foot. I'm trying to hold a big fat doodle that's on my lap right now that wants all the dad's attention. So the reason that we have mentors, coaches, and people like that is because we need to change those voices, in effect, inside our head, like good voices. I've got to put you down because I need to focus, baby. To be something that's going to empower you, right? So, look. If you've ever tried to lose weight, if you've ever tried to stop smoking, if you've ever tried to do something that's difficult, you know how difficult it is to do. And you also know that as we go ahead and we do these things, we got like really great intentions in the beginning and we do it, and then all of a sudden we back off. Why do we tend to back off, right? Usually it's because of the story that's running through your head. Oh, fucking hell, this has got hard work all of a sudden. Or, wow, this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be, or it's more painful than I thought it was going to be. And we use those negative stories to hold us back, rather than we take those stories and we flip them around, right? And we use those stories to empower us. You know, yeah, all right, it is bloody hard work to go in the gym and work out, but in X amount of time down the road, I'm going to look and feel fucking fantastic, right? So the reason that we have coaches, consultants, mentors, blah, 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 whatever the hell you want to call them, is it's not to help you change that story to become empowering, but it's to keep their foot up your ass to make sure you get shit done, right? That's why you have it. So if you pay me your money, you don't pay me your money to be your mate. I'll be your mate. No problem, I'll be your mate. But you pay me your money to get shit done. Right? So if you come to me and you're like, look, I'm not getting the results I want to get in my life. I don't have the relationship I want to have. I don't have the level of internal fulfillment that I know I should have. Then you need to have somebody that's going to be there and, you know what, get this right up your ass. I know it's a bit graphic, right? But at the end of the day, you know, you don't go to get a... If you want to play tennis better, well, then you'll go and get a tennis coach. Why do you go and get a tennis coach? Well, you want to be better, right? And you know you're not just going to have one time with your tennis coach and go, well, he fucking fixed me. One lesson with my tennis coach and now I'm a professional tennis player. I don't fucking think so, right? But the reason that you have a tennis coach is you go to him 1 week, you go to him the next week, you go to him the week after, you go to him the week after, you go to him the week after. That's why you get a tennis coach, right? Is you go each time, each week, and each week you go, you get better and better. Holy shit, I hadn't thought I could hit the ball like that, or serve it like that, or backhand it like that. And the more time you spend with him, the better you're going to get. But isn't it so funny how you'll go and get a personal trainer, you'll go and get a tennis coach, you'll go and get all these other people, but when it comes to your life, the most important thing, you just go, oh no, fuck it. Don't need it. Don't need it. Everything's fine. Got no fucking money. Broke. In a relationship, that's awful. Or I'm not in a relationship and I want to be in a relationship, but I'm fine. I don't need a coach or anybody in my life. Look, I'm not here to tell anybody that their life is crap or that their life needs work. You and only you know whether you need somebody to come in and help you. And I'll come in as a mate. I'll be your mate. I'll be your buddy. But I'm also going to make sure that you get shit done. So, to just wrap everything back up, because I'm not going to have a long video here, but to wrap everything up, if you are in a position now as a woman that you are unhappy, unfulfilled, then we need to talk, because I'm going to show you some things that you're probably doing to yourself, which is harming yourself, or as I like to call it, you're self-sabotaging. Those thoughts that go through your mind, holy shit, what if this goes wrong? What if that's self-sabotage. Guess what? What if it doesn't go fucking wrong? What if it goes right? Who knows? But I'll tell you one thing, if you keep moving forward with, well, what if it goes wrong? What if I get screwed over? What if he cheats on me? What if this? What if that? All right, then stay in. Stay in. Don't ever fucking leave the house, right? Stay in and just be like, oh, I'll just accept that this shitty life that I've got right now is the life that I'll accept. Or say to yourself, you know what? No, I'm not going to accept it anymore. Tony Robbins says that change only ever comes when you hit never again. When you say to yourself, never again am I going to put up with this shit in my life. Never again am I going to be overweight. Never again am I going to put a cigarette in my mouth. I nearly said it the British way then. Once you hit that never again, that's when you want to go, woohoo! Because that's where the time for change is, right? Because if you don't hit that never again, well, guess what? You'll do it for a little bit, and then you go back. And you might do it for a little bit when you get a bit pissed off again, then you go back. Now, you might be in a place in your life that says, well, hang on a minute. No, I've hit never again, but I still keep going back. Well, there's a reason for that too. And the reason that you keep going back, even if you've hit never again, very simply is because the never again wasn't strong enough. It wasn't. So let's say, for example, what do I mean by strong enough? Let's say, for example, that let's turn it to business, or let's turn it to spending money on something, and you waste a ton of money on something, and you go to it and you go, never again am I going to blow money on stupid shit like that again. I know I've said that to myself, and I'm sure you have too. And then you get to a point where you're like, no, I'm changing the way in which I spend. And then from that day forward, it's always changed, right? You don't go back because you actually did hit never again. You're like, fuck that. I ain't wasting this money again like I did before. When you hit that level of never again, that's where change comes. And if you're at that level right now and the change isn't coming, it's because you haven't asked for it. And I know they might be like going, no, shut up. Don't be starting this mumbo jumbo shit about you haven't asked for it. Sometimes you actually do have to like physically ask for it. I did a video on Instagram earlier on, and in it I said there's a very famous phrase in the entrepreneurial world, and the phrase is, the teacher will be found when the student is ready to be taught. And I never really got what that meant. When I was a kid in school, I was shit in school. I was really, really bad. And the reason being was because I didn't want to be taught. 12 years old, I was 13, 14 years old. I wanted to be playing football. I didn't want to be sitting in a classroom. But as I got older, and I realized, no, Ian, like, I want knowledge on this. I want to be able to get better. Well, then the moment I said, I need knowledge on how to do better in whatever it was. Well, then all of a sudden, bang, all of a sudden a book turns up, or something pops up on your feed, or you get, hey, do you want to come to this event? And all of a sudden you go to the event, you're like, holy shit, he's just answered the fucking questions that I needed answers to. Look, that's why they say the teacher will be found when the student is ready to be taught. If you're ready to be taught, and only you know if you're ready to be taught, but if you're ready to be taught, well, maybe, just maybe, the teacher is in front of you right now. Now, I'm not saying I know everything about everything, because I don't. There's only 2 things I know about in life, just 2. And if you're looking for help in these 2 areas, I'm the guy you need to be coming to speak to. And that is personal development if you're not particularly happy in any area of your life, and business. Now, they might sound like big things. They are. But they're the only 2 things I know. Now, if you come to me and say, hey, Ian, what do you think about the stock market? And I ain't got a fucking clue. I haven't got a clue. I'm not even interested in the stock market, right? It's not where my interest goes, right? Are people losing a ton of money right now? Yeah, they are. And I'm not even going to get into it because it's not my forte, right? But personal development, why we do things the way we do, why we don't do the things that we should do, that's absolutely my forte. So, you know, look, I've only got 1 or 2 spaces, maybe 2 spaces left for these free coaching sessions. you and only you know whether this is right for you. And if you're on the fence, like, shit, I actually saw this video a few days ago, and I'm like, should I reach out? Should I not reach out? Is he going to judge me? Is he going to... No, I'm not here to judge anybody. Like, fuck me. Like, no one's life is perfect, right? Anybody that says, I'm the perfect thing, yeah, bollocks. There's always an area of life that's unfulfilled, that you're dissatisfied with. So there's no one that can ever sit in front of you and go, oh, my life's freaking perfect. Because it won't be, right? If you're not happy in an area of your life, then you must reach out to me. And you have nothing to lose. And possibly, potentially, you might have an absolute ton to gain. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to leave the video here. And I hope to hear from you, and I hope that you take the guts that you need to take to reach out. You know, sometimes, like on these videos, I come across a bit like rah, maybe, like a bit like intense. But when we talk, when we're together, you know, I've worked with over 250 people all over the world. I've heard every story. I've laughed with clients. I've cried with clients. But at the end of it, more than anything else, we get the results that we want. And your end game, your end result is my ultimate goal. And I'll make it happen because I've got the tools and the knowledge that I've spent all of my life studying to help give to you. So whatever problem it is that you're struggling with right now, I'll guarantee you I've got the answer to. Like, I guarantee it, as long as it falls within those two areas that I've said. Personal development and business. Other than that, if you're talking about cars or motorbikes or the stock market, or forget it, I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy. But I can tell you about my little baby pineapple. What do you think about that? It actually is a real baby pineapple, which apparently you just pop, and then apparently stalks grow out of it with other little baby pineapples on. So, I don't know. Doesn't seem to be doing much right now, but it has only just been potted. So the point is, why am I telling you about this? Well, you've got to come back and see if it grows. If you don't come back, how are you going to know? Anyway, on that bombshell, I'm going to leave you to it. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you've had any questions, if there's anything you ever want me to cover, feel free to either reach out to me, like direct message, private message, messenger, whatever the hell, or you can comment here. If you kind of want to know who I am and what I do, ianhorton.com is kind of pretty much got a lot of the stuff that I do and have done. And yeah, I'm here to help you. So reach out, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Cheers. Take care. Have an awesome week. Have an awesome weekend. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you soon. Awesome. Have a good weekend. Cheers.